Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Who is here? Who is there? Let me know if you're there. We'll kick off at 5 on the dot. We'll kick off at 5 on the dot, and we believe that every other person that is supposed to join us will join us because there is a lot for us to learn today. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Move from 10K to 100K. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. If you're there, let me see some reactions. Let me see some reactions. Welcome. Let me see some reactions. Oh, so wonderful. Daughter of encouragement. So good to see you. So good to see you. So that means I am close to having your early. It's 4:59. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You will be glad you joined us. Welcome. Ah, this is so good. Welcome, Favor. Welcome. So good to see you. Welcome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I get to do this, that I get to impact people. I am so excited. Welcome. It is going to be great today. I am so sure of it. So sure of it. All right, welcome. I am going to be starting at 5 on the dot. Okay, that's my alarm. 5 on the dot. The reason is because I am using daylight. I did not set up any lights. Okay, I'm using daylight and I don't want the night to beat us. So let's get going. All right, Juliet Chukudi, welcome. So good to see you. Please let me know where you're joining us from. Let me know where you're joining us from. Please let me know where you're joining us from. Juliet, where you joining us from? So good to see you. So good to see you. Hmm. All right, so good to see you. He smiled, so he bats. Welcome to Ibat. Oh, to Ibat from LinkedIn. Recognize you. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. This is so good. I am so happy to be doing this. I am so happy to be doing this. Welcome. Welcome. All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to taking charge of your financial future. It's so, so important. This is like a call for me, okay? And that is why I am set to do this. I am going to give it my best, and I hope you'll be well served. So we'll kick off right away, okay? And our topic for today is money mastery starts here, and that's why we have at community, the money mastery community. And here we're learning turn your 10K into 100K while others panic about the economy. For several years now, in fact, almost a decade now, this has been my lifestyle. Living a life of peace, okay? It's so, so important. Peace financially is so important. And so we're just going to, that is what you're going to be having for your life, okay? So you can thrive no matter the season, no matter the government, no matter who is in charge, you can thrive. You can thrive at every time. Okay. And what am I now saying? For you to thrive, you just need some basic things. Okay. Imagine a life where money doesn't control your choices. That's what we're aiming for. Okay. That's what we're aiming for. While everyone else is panicking about the economy, others are quietly building their wealth. And tonight, I'll show you exactly how to join them. Exactly how to join them. Who is this for? Who is this for? If you're tired or you're just managing, if you're tired or you're just managing, okay, you're just managing from hand to mouth, from hand to mouth, for salary earners, for big and business owners, okay, for hustlers looking for smarter ways, okay, to live their lives, for students, for NYC members, all of you, okay, or you just want to get ahead fast, okay. If you're close to being retired, I am retired. If you're close to being retired but you're not quite ready, that means practically everyone who wants to have a better life, okay. And what's the number one mistake that is keeping Nigerians broke, and how to avoid it, you're going to get it right here right now, okay. How to get started with our proven 90-day system. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you right now. Thank you for joining. I'm so glad to have each and every one of you today, and you're going to also have clarity on the way forward as far as your finances are concerned. This is so important. Why this economic crisis is actually your biggest opportunity. That's exactly the way to go. What are the likely outcomes from this webinar? Okay. Will you like to retire before 50? I retired way before 50, and I and it was so, so sweet for me to do that. It is you retire. If you retire early, you're able to travel when you're young, not when you're old. That is when to travel. And one of the things here is Geraldine happened to be one of my neighbors, not neighbor, a family friend's niece. Okay, and she saw the way I was living my life, and she was like, "Auntie, I like to be like you." And I was like to be like me? How? Okay, he said, "You're always traveling, you're not stressed and all that." So I said, "Okay, no problem." I kind of brought her closer, and she didn't have any money. She was in her early 20s. She didn't have much money at the time. I said, okay, the things that I'm doing, if you can't do it for any reason, then once your parents see that you're a serious minded person, you'll be surprised they will give you the money to do some of those things. And at the time, I was working in the bank and I was investing, in stocks here and there. And that's exactly what I was doing. So as I was doing that, she will go to her parents and get money and do just that. And so that is how we just continued. Before you know it, believe me, I kid you not, Geraldine was able to buy a property. How did it happen? On one of those instances, since I was working in the bank and there were a lot of IPOs. IPO means initial public offering for companies. When companies want to raise capital for their to fund their businesses, they come to the stock market and they do an initial public offering. And so that was one of those IPOs. I told her to key in because the stocks were for very, very small money. Okay, so and she was able to gather money and she bought like 1,000 shares. Long story cut short, within a short time, within months actually, the stock had appreciated to, I think, 14 naira, and she got 1,000 units. Imagine that, 1,000 units times 14 naira for something she bought for less than, how much did she buy it? It was like 4 naira thereabouts. Okay, so like 10 naira times 1,000. Before you know it, a family friend wanted to relocate, and then there was a property in Bode Thomas, off Bode Thomas, one of those quiet streets off Bode Thomas. And that is exactly what happened. She said, Auntie, can I sell? I said, yes, you can sell. And between her and her parents, they were able to buy a property. And that is just it. That is the way to live your life. That is the way. Now she's still in her 20s. She has not even gone far like that. So those are the kind of things you do when you take charge of your finances. Okay, you'll be able to travel the world. Don't travel the world. I have been traveling, and when I travel, that is, you go and see your own Nigerians. All these people that are doing jackpot, they are going to slave. They are going to slave. Imagine they have deported so many of them now quietly from the US. Imagine that. Okay, they are going to slave, and when they go and slave, but you don't have to do that. You can still go there, but in style. I remember on one occasion, I was at the immigration in the UK, and they said, "How long will this?" I said, "Just 2 weeks." I said, why are you saying 2 weeks? I said, because I don't like the weather. Their so-called summer is like Hamatan, very cold Hamatan for that matter. And they were walking about naked. I said, no. That is not the way. I don't want that. I want to go back to my country. So apart from insecurity, this is the best place for you to be. So learn to, take charge of your finances so that you begin to live the kind of life you want, no matter where you are. You learn how to make your money work for you. You don't have to keep hustling, okay? You don't have to keep hustling. If you plan your life well, you can structure your finances in such a way that your money is able to work for you. Yes, you may be earning a little now, but you can just plan it. No matter how much you're earning, I'm going to be showing you that it can become something of that can be very useful for you. Who am I? My name is Victoria Okokon. You should know that already. I'm a teacher, I'm a trainer, and I've already been training people, while in the banking, I was in operations, but we had to go around the country training other operators. So I've been training well over 3,000 people. Professionally, I've been training even as a professional chartered accountant and chartered tax professional. I have been training on basic and different finance concepts. That's what I've been doing. 20 plus years experience and practice as a finance person. Okay. I've already told you I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a seasoned banker, now retired. Okay, I'm a consultant. I'm a lot of all these things put together. Okay, but we're talking about all of this. Just don't that stuff. I'm talking of practicality. Even though I earned so much, I was earning so much in banking and in my various consultings that I was doing as a consultant. But even with that, do you know that I was broke almost all the time? I was broke almost all the time, and you won't believe it. It wasn't funny. Okay, I was broke because all I knew how to do was spend. Fortunately, I was traveling with some of the money. Okay, but I often squandered the money as soon as it came on family responsibilities, on clothes, on shoes, and of course, thank God I was doing vacation. I am so glad I was doing vacation. That's all I did. Spend. But I wasn't planning for the money. I wasn't doing anything with the money, and that was not good enough. Fast forward to several years, even while still in banking, and there was a bank crisis. Guys, there was a bank crisis. Yeah. Oh, and I was a casualty. As in, I fell. It was not funny. From imagine where you were, oh, okay, all of a sudden you cannot afford rent. It was not funny. I fell. Within a few short months, the same people I was helping were the same people that were making fun of me. The same family members, all of them were the ones because I became a squatter. It was not funny. I can tell you for free. It was not funny. Fortunately for me, okay, about 2 years into it, by this time I had come to my senses. I had a second chance and I had another job. Okay, I was fortunate. Not everyone is that fortunate. That is why if you follow me on LinkedIn, you see that a lot of times I say, please, especially those of you that are earning high, especially those of you that are earning high, you think you're just feeling cool with yourself, because I've been there. You just be feeling cool, not knowing that just one thing, just one sickness, it doesn't have to be you, a family member, a friend, somebody, just one sickness, and you'll be wondering where all the money went. Okay, so it is so important that you put structures in place that you don't ever have to face that. So that experience, that singular experience, and several others, but that particular one, when I became a laughing stock from somebody who was, the person that could be referred to, all of a sudden it resets my brain. And it's not that I did not have the skills, it's not that I did not know what to do. I was helping other people to set their finances in place. I was helping to put out wealth plans for other people, and yet I was not doing my own. Okay, so before I proceed, do I have your permission to share with you how to achieve this? Do I have your permission? I want to be sure. I want to be sure. Do I have your permission to share? Because I need some reactions. Do I have your permission to share with you, how I did some of those things? I need your permission so that I know that I am talking to the right people. I'm not wasting my time. You're hearing me. I want to be sure. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, daughter of encouragement. I'm hearing you. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Okay, good. So if you say I should continue, then that is what we will do. Exactly. Warren Buffett says that an idiot with a plan is way better than a wise person without a plan. That is the way I refer to people who earn money, who already have money, who think they are well placed, who think they are comfortable, okay, but they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan for their lives. They don't have a plan for their money. Huh. An idiot that is earning 30,000 naira, an idiot that is earning 5, 10, 15, 20,000 naira is way better than such a person, okay, who thinks he or she is on a pedestal just because he's earning so much. So what are this webinar? I'm not just going to talk. There are some bonuses. I come, I give, and I show you because I really want changes. I really want changes in the lives of people. Okay, so I have some bonuses that I've packaged for people. Whether you take what I'm offering you to do, when I tell you whether you take the next step or not, I am still giving you those bonuses. Okay, number one bonus is that there will be a free ebook bonus. Ebook for everyone. Of course, it's a financial ebook for everyone who stays to the end of this webinar. And we're not going to stay too long because like I said, I'm using daylight. I'm not using any lights, and I want us to use it, and then we'll be done before nightfall. Okay, then one lucky person is going to win 5,000 naira cash. Okay, and this cash is to kickstart their investment journey. I'm not going to give the cash in your hand. I'm going to give you this cash will be in maybe a savings app, an investment, because there are investments to do. You can start growing your money from as little as 500 naira, guys. 500 naira. Okay, you can begin to grow your money from as little as 500 naira, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. You can begin to grow. The thing is the consciousness, the willingness, the desire, the decision to take charge. That is what you're going to do. That's what the thing to do. Okay, this cash will be transferred straight to the person, and then there will be 3 lucky winners again that will earn 2 gig data each. Of any network, transfer straight to your phone. Okay, so let's take a look, okay, at the current economic landscape that is facing us in Nigeria. Okay, we have the inflationary pressure. We have naira volatility from 150 to 450 to, before you know, it's 1,500. Wonderful. So you imagine all of those ones. So which of these ones? Then there's inflationary pressure where goods and services are just skyrocketing, jumping from here to there. Their prices are jumping from here to there. That is just the thing. Then we now have unemployment, and then we have underemployment. Most of you are employed. If you are employed, it may not be the job, okay, that you want. Then some are not even employed. You're looking for a job, a befitting job. All of those things are the current economic landscape that we find ourselves. So I would like to know, let me know on the chat, which of these, for me to give some of those bonuses, it is by your reaction, right? It is by your reaction. So I need to be sure that you're hearing me, that you're following me. So, okay, beautiful. So I need to be sure. So I need those reactions for me to be able to know that I am talking to people. Wonderful. So unemployment. So which of these ones really, really impacted of you? Which of these economic issues in Nigeria? Is it the naira volatility? Is it inflationary pressure? Doctor encouragement says inflationary pressure. Excellent. There's unemployment. There's underemployment. Excellent. So we can go ahead. Okay. So how does the wealthy thrive in uncertainty? How do they thrive in uncertainty? Okay. So let's look at it. How does the wealthy thrive? How does the wealthy thrive? First of all, the wealthy understand that leverage is greater than labor. What is leverage? Leverage, if you did a science subject, you know what they call a lever, especially in physics. A lever is a small, tiny thing that can lift a big thing. Okay, a very small mechanical instrument. That is exactly what you do. You use that your small money to, arrange big things for yourself, for your life. So leverage, having leverage, it could be people, it could be money, it could be whatever that you put in place, is way better, is way greater than labor. The labor you put in, day in, day out, day in, day out. You go out, you're hustling, you go out, you're hustling. It is way better. The rich understand this, the wealthy understand this, and that's why they're able to thrive in uncertainty. Then, and the next thing the wealthy understand is that time is greater than cash. The money you have today, the time cannot, you cannot pay for my time. For instance, that is why I retired early, and I don't even want to work for anybody. I rather know that I'm sleeping, I'm oversleeping, but not that I'm compulsorily going somewhere. Okay, because your time, I want to be able to use my time the way I want it. So time is way greater than cash. How do they know? How do you do this? You'll be seeing that very shortly, what I mean by that. Okay, earning in dollars or value-based income. So assuming our naira was exchanging way better than other currencies, then our naira will be a value-based income. But because it is not exchanging in those, the exchange of the naira to other currencies is poor, then it is not a value-based income right now. So for that reason, the wealthy know that whichever currency is currently has value, they want to keep their funds in that currency. They want to be earning in that currency. The wealthy understand this, and they put things in place to ensure that they keep to this. Then the wealthy also understand that they need diversified passive income streams. Not what I'm saying here. I'm saying here diversified, passive. Those are the key words that I should take note of. Income streams. The wealthy understand this. Okay. The wealthy also understand that they should have tax smart investments and businesses. Guys, you already know that we'll be having a presidential fiscal and tax committee. Okay. And you also know that I'm a tax expert. So whether you like it or not, very soon, all of us will not be able to escape taxes. So you need to be tax smart in whatever you're doing, in your businesses, in whatever it is that you're doing. You need to be smart, tax smart. So the thing, to grow your 10K to 100K, you need to model the behavior of the rich, period. You need to behave like they are behaving. The question is, how do you get from where you are to where they are? How? How do you get from where you are to where they are? That is the question. That is the question. And what is so that takes us straight to the three steps to financial freedom. This is what we'll be working with. The 3 steps to financial freedom. Number one step is to master your money mindset. I know that you've been hearing a lot about mindset, and you're beginning to wonder, okay? You're beginning to wonder, what do you mean by mindset? You people are talking too much about mindset. No, no, no. I've narrowed it down so that you can understand that I said money mindset. And there are so many, but I've taken out just 5 for us to look at so that you begin to understand. Maybe one of them or 2 or more. I know at least 2 here apply to me. So I don't know about you. So because we need to continuously address it, continuously address our money mindset and overcome it. Number one is the scarcity mindset. That mindset is saying that there's not enough money to go around. It's like you're saying maybe you have a business and you're jealous because your neighbor is selling. No, it shouldn't be. There is enough. There are enough customers. There are billions of people in the world. All you need to do is marshal out your own strategies and your own customers will come. Look at the sky, very wide, a wide sky. Look at the birds. A lot of times you look at the sky and then you don't see any bird because the sky is wide. Exactly the same way it is even in the world. We have more than enough resources to go around. So please put it away. There is enough for everyone. Okay, then there is the victim mentality. Well, what's that one? You're saying, I wasn't born into the right family. My uncle did not send me to school. I don't have a good job. This one, that one. Do you understand? That is the victim mentality, guys. None of those ones matter. Yes, if those things are not limiting you, you may move a little bit faster. But no, it doesn't mean because you are in that situation that you can't still get to where they are. It doesn't. The third money mindset is the government. This one, me, I'm guilty. I know you're probably guilty too. The government, the government should fix the economy. The leadership, the politicians are always stealing money and all that and all that. Yes, but guys, can I tell you something? Your life, your financial future, it is not in the hands of the government. It is not, though. It is in your hands. Okay, why is Dangote thriving? Is it not the same country? Is it not the same government? Do you understand? So it is now on you. How do you set things in place so that no matter the government, no matter the policies, no matter, okay, you are not affected. That is the mindset you should have. Yes, their policies, it's important for government to have good policies, but in the event that they don't, what have you put in place to ensure that you're not pushed to and fro, like a piece of paper in the wind because of their policies? So you need to fix that mindset. The next mindset is the family burden complex. I know, I suffered that one. We want to make sure that our family members are doing well. Okay, a lot of times if you're the only one doing well, then before you know it, you're pulled from left, from right, from center. I faced it, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't last long. Immediately I lost my job because had a lot of dependents. I had a lot of things. It's called black tax. I have a video to that effect. Black tax. They are pulling you from left, from right, from center, urgent 2K here or there, and all that. Your mother is sick, they call you. Your father is there's something to be done, they call you. Okay, all of these are very, very important. So the thing is, it is not that you won't help. You will help, but you see, you now have to have wisdom. Okay, let me give you an example. If you're sitting down, okay, can you, as you're sitting down, can you lift up somebody while you're seated? No, try it. Try it. Can you pour from an empty cup? No. Even okay, if for those of you who have taken flights before, the flight attendant will say, in case of any turbulence, okay, wear your own mask first, your own oxygen mask first, before you give it to your baby. It's your baby, oh. So yes, the family burden, it's there, it is there, but you need to first of all take care of yourself. Make sure that you are standing, okay? And then even while you're trying to stand, you need to structure it in such a way that what you have for them, you set it aside. You should have a specific amount. That's just a tip for how to manage it. Not that you just carry everything on your head. You have to be wise. Then the continuous hustle, the hard work. That's what all of us are guilty. We think it is by our hard work, by going out every morning, by hustling, by hustling, by hustling. No, it is not enough. Okay? It is not enough. So but why money mastery? Exactly. Daughter of encouragement. So it might sound counterintuitive, but we need to take care of ourselves first. Exactly. You need to make sure that you're standing, okay? Standing in order for you to be able to meet all of these things. Juliet, say you are underpaid. Yes, where you're working. Exactly. Wonderful. So why money mastery? Okay. Despite the fact, okay, that I had several jobs, okay, I had good jobs, but still I failed. Still, I was broke. I knew what to do, but I wasn't doing it. So that's one of the reasons why I've come out to keep pushing, so that as many as will listen to me, at least will come out. They will come out of that stress, and then a lot more self. Don't even have an idea. They know a little here and there, but they don't quite know enough to move them forward. Okay, some are not even aware. Another thing is that some are not aware that they can start with what they have, that they can start small. They keep thinking, okay, I'll start later. I'll start when my money is plenty. No, I told you now, you can start with 500 naira. You can start with 1,000 naira. You can start wherever you are. You can start. Then thinking that it is difficult or that you need billions to begin. No, you think it's difficult, no problem. That's why I'm here now, to be able to guide you, handhold you, to show you what and how to do it, to help you, okay, to grow to owning different assets and income and all that, all over the place. So it's so important to be able to put things in place for your kids and loved ones. While I was working in the bank, I had colleagues whose one guy, Bayo, came to office one day with a stack of share certificates. Those days we used to have share certificates. Now we don't have again. Everything is electronic. He came with a stack of share certificates that the parents had for him. Did your own father keep it for you? So, but now you know better. So you should be able to. There are things you can do for your children. Now you can open what they call a custodial account for your children. Every time somebody dashes their money, maybe there's a child dedication and all that, you don't eat up the money. You take it to that accounts and start an investment for them. By the time they start going to school, schools are so expensive these days. By the time they can start going to school, they have money, their own investment, for money that they got money that was given to them. Their own money is earning, and you're not stressed. I know what I'm saying. While others are panicking, you are not stressed. The people will be wondering, are you in this same economy? Are you in this same life? You're living life according to, let's continue. Let me not overstretch it. It's so important. So the money mastery framework, this is where money mastery, we're trying to say you should have financial awareness, you should have financial education, you should have financial planning, you should have financial action, okay, and then monitoring your progress, which is what will offer you in money mastery. All of these things and more are things that will offer you. So why should you start now? Guys, take a look at the screen. Why should you start now? In fact, I advise that you screenshot it so that you look at it over and over and over again. Why should you start now? 10K. I was deliberate in using 10K in my title. 10K invested at different ages using 20% annual return. Okay, 10K. If you use 10K and invest it at 20% per annum, and you're 20 years old right now. By the time you're 65, that your 10,000 would have become 37 million naira, guys. I deliberately use 65 because I'm using retirement age, because every other age you keep working and sustaining yourself, but there's a point it will come that whether you wanted to retire or not, you have to retire. Okay, so by age 85, 65, you would have accumulated 37 million naira. If you started at age 30, by age 65, you would have accumulated 6 million naira. Guys, have you seen the difference already? 37 million naira and 6 million naira. You just said, let me wait a little. I will start later when I'm earning more money, when I have more money, when they pay me that money, when they give me that bonus. Start with what you have. Okay, if you start at age 40, that same money will now, and by 65, you're getting just 1 million naira. Imagine if you started at 50. Just imagine, I don't even want to go there. So what if you're any of these ages and you have not yet started? No problem. The thing simply means that you need to double up your effort. You need to be much more conscious of the way you're getting it. And then if you're younger, it is important for you to see it and see that there's no point waiting. I need to have peace. Me, I love peace, in my life. So I do things to ensure that I maintain that peace. That's why I've created something special. Okay, something special. I'm glad you're hearing me, Ismail. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you so much. Please, I need continuous feedback. Even if you don't have something to say, throw in some emojis, throw in some fire. I need to be encouraged to do some of this thing because this is a calling. Thank you so much. Okay, that's why I've created something special, something that takes everything I have just shared, all of this insight that I have just shared, and then puts it into a proven step-by-step system that gets you results in 90 days. I was deliberate. In fact, I thought about all of these things. At the point, I was thinking of 7 days. I said, hey, what will this? This will just hear and go back to their life. They will not, no change will be gotten. Okay. And I thought of that, and I thought of 1 month. 1 month with life is so busy. Will I be able to get real change from these people? Okay, so I settled on 90 days. Okay, using in 90 days, you would have built lots and lots of skills, and to be able to achieve some things that you need to achieve, to know how to move your life forward going forward. Okay, so this, what I've put together, has savings challenge embedded in it. It has investment guidance embedded in it. It has coaching embedded in it. Within these 90 days, you'll be getting all of those things put together. All of them put together. So in 90 days from today, okay, you could be looking at 100,000 naira or more in your savings account. So while others, and then you have this space, you have this assurance, okay, nothing, no shaking, okay, that while others are still complaining about the economy, you'll be quietly building wealth. You're just building, okay. This is not just another course, okay, that you buy and never use. In fact, that's why I was deliberate in doing away with 7 days, with 30 days, and all that. It's a complete transformation of your mindset, of the way you do things, and the way you look at your money, of the things, how you're making use of your money. It's so important, okay. Daily accountability, weekly coaching, and a proven system to get all of those things done. So first you get, I'm moving straight, okay. There's no point, like I said, I'm using daylight, and I need to give you the value, and then for us to move on. So first you get the complete 10K to 100K blueprints, and this is like a 35K um um cost cost level. Okay, this is exactly the system that I use for my clients. Okay, these are people who already have money, okay, but they need to do a wealth package. I told you about my colleague who came with a stack of papers. See, the rich, have you noticed that the rich don't allow their children to marry poor people? In fact, they forbid them. There's a reason though, because they have put things in place. They don't want somebody who will just come and be a sucking blood kind of thing. So, but children don't usually understand. There are reasons. There are things that the children are used to that they will not suddenly be able to adjust to with a poor person. Okay, then we have 90 days of guided implementation. It is some of this is I'm saying, not that you don't know them all, but some of you think it's hard. There's some of you think you don't even know where to go to. You don't need, you know what to do. You don't know who to trust, what to trust, and all that. So I am bringing to bear all of my experience and what have you to the table. Okay, so 90 days of guided implementation, messages with specific tasks, with weekly milestone celebrations to keep you motivated, progress tracking, templates for you to use, guided financial assessments. This one, in fact, this is like the one of the things you start with, because we need to, for you, you need to know where you're going to, and you need to know where you're starting from. Okay, it's so important. So first of all, we'll do a financial assessment. You will be truthful with yourself. Where am I? How much am I making? Where are all the sources where the money is coming from? Me, I'll just be guiding you. In fact, I may not even see it, but I'll give you a template. Then you will now discuss it based on what you have filled. You assess yourself truthfully, you between you and you. You tell yourself the truth. Where am I? Where am I going to? Okay, where do I want to go to? Okay, what are my goals? What are my plans? What kind of life do I want? It is you. So I'll guide you into that financial assessment. Then private support. All of these things are so important. Okay. Then there are bonuses, still added to it. We have the ultimate investment guide. I told you what happened to Geraldine and all that when we started, okay, and how she started from a small girl that we were just taking for granted to somebody who owned a house, who helped her parents to own a house. Beautiful. So I'll be guiding you to have the ultimate investment guide to all the options that are available to move your money, you know, even as you're going to work, physically, you're putting in the effort, you're hustling. Let that money that you're hustling, let that money be working as well. Let everybody be working. Everybody should be putting in their own work. So we're guiding you through treasury bills step by step, the best mutual funds that and platforms that you can go into, the how to buy your first stocks. I guide you through which apps to use and which ones to avoid. All of these things will be guiding you through. So the bonus number 2, we have templates, we have calculators, we have resources, we have books, all of them all together. You see the values by their side there, all of them by the side. That will be giving you the bonus number 3. I'll be giving you side hustle income booster. Guys, even me that is sitting down here, there's a what's the word now? There's a course that I'm taking right now that's for me to boost my incomes on the online space. And that one, I have access to the trainer and all that, and he's so down to earth. So the side hustle income booster kit, because the faster you earn, sometimes people don't want to invest because their income is not even enough for what they are doing. So you need to keep earning. So the faster you earn, the faster you're able to save. The faster you're able to achieve even more. Okay, to earn extra income. So bonus number 4, money mindset transformation series. This is so important. I told you that I gave you just 5 money mindset issues. I deliberately gave you just 5. In fact, I could make this webinar about only mindsets. Because if you can tackle your mindset, guys, if you can tackle it, then your biggest obstacle would have been taken care of. Because your biggest obstacle is not the environment, it's not the economy, it is your mindset. What you think is possible for you. And so that limits you and keeps you where you are. Then bonus number 5, access to other experts and all that. For those of you who are business, for instance, for those of you who are business persons, the tax reform is set. It's just remaining for the president to sign. And when the president signs, everything as we know it in the tax space would no longer be there. Okay. Thank you, daughter of encouragement. In fact, I think you're one of my winners already because you are. I like the way you're interacting. Thank you. I'm pursuing peace. Absolutely. Favor Chinenye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stop giving excuses. Thank you so much. You smile, Toibat. I'm so appreciating the way you guys are interacting. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's add all of this up. 35,000 for what's it called? For the blueprint, the complete blueprint. 30,000 for 90 days of daily guidance, 15,000 for financial assessment, another 15,000 for community access, 15,000 for personal coaching, 10,000 for templates, calculators, and what have you, another 15 for the investment guide, 20 for the side hustle kit, 10 for the mindset transformation. All of this put together, I could have done each of these ones one by one, but no, it was better for me to put them all together so that you can get maximum benefits. So all of it, access to other experts, all of it together comes to 220,000. 220,000. Like I said, I want this thing to be ended Hopefully we can end by 6:30. We should be done. So that's why I'm not wasting time. I'm giving you straight to the value, no fluff, no dragging, no beating about the bush. Straight value. If you For those who recognize it, I want to take it. So for thank you so much for all of you that have joined. Thank you because for staying so far and listening and following through with what I'm saying. So a typical financial advisor, me inclusive, I know what we charge for one-on-one. That's one-on-one wealth building. We have the ones that the groups, for instance, pay 10, 20, 30,000 every month for to coach them just for investment alone. Okay, but this is a complete package. It's moving you from mindset, from analysis, from guidance, day-to-day guidance, to move you to be a person that can stand the test of time as far as your finances are concerned. Okay, so this is way different, but typical. I know, in fact, there's no point looking at all, but telling to tell you the truth, between 150 to 500,000 naira, you get some of those things. So, but I'm not going to hold on to the. Don't forget, I told you that this is a call to liberate people from all kinds of pressures that they are going through and all that. So I'm not going to charge you all of that. I'm not even going to charge you 100,000. I'm not even going to charge you 50,000. Why? Because it is a community that I want to continue to build, and I want to encourage, especially the younger ones, to be able. You saw what happened. Like the earlier you start, the better for you. Okay, it's very important that you do all of those things. So for those, especially for those of us who showed up, it's so important. I'm not going to charge any of those things. Rather, thank you, daughter of encouragement. Thank you so much for recognizing the value. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I'm going to, rather, I'll do something very special. I want to do some things very special. Let me see what I have planned. What did I plan? Oh, okay. Okay, so for tonight only, instead of all of that, I just chip off the 200 totally, take off the 200 totally, and do it for 20,000 naira. And this is for 90 days, guys. This is for 90 days. Hand holding for 90 days. And if this 20,000 feels like a stretch, especially if you are a member of the community, then you could start with 10,000 for the first 2 weeks, at least till after month end and what have you, just for you to see what we have planned, okay? So that you can understand the tremendous value that will be going into it. It's so important. And so, but you need to signify and key in right away tonight for me to know that I have people that are ready and willing. So the thing is, you can lead somebody to the stream, but you cannot force the person to drink. That's the truth. And the thing is, you don't force people to. You can want to help somebody, and the person doesn't want to be helped, so you leave the person. In as much as they call for me to step forward and help, the person that wants should be helped must also step forward and be a part of it. So think about it. 20,000 for an investment that could change your life. That's for real. I've been living it for years. So it's not strange, it's not alien for me. I've been living it. So I understand what I'm talking. So by tomorrow morning, this I because the price I want to keep for this thing is at 35,000 for the group, because it's for me to be able to charge even the 35,000, it has to be for a group of persons. Okay, so but because you're showed up, because you're here, because you're staying till now, because you're interested in your financial future, I'll do 20. And if you're a member of the community, then of course you key in, secure your spots with 10,000 and key in later. So for a limited time only, this is what is going to happen for this to happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want this place. I will DM in WhatsApp. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, daughter of encouragement. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the account number is on the screen right now. You can take a screenshot. Thank you. I'm in beautiful. You're in the community. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you so much. So this is this amount changes after today, seriously, because I want to, if I had done all of those things in bits and pieces, I would have taken 5,000 here, 10,000 here, and a 20,000 here. That's just the fact. Okay, so only limited spaces, because I want to be able to give value, because I want to start with, I've told you I've trained over 3,000 persons, okay, but mostly offline space. So, but for me to be able to gain traction and credibility online, that is why I'm starting the way I'm starting, so that I can begin to build a community of persons and people who are tried and tested, who are on the online space, who I met in the online space, who can now vouch and say confidently, this person is the person, and all of that. So please mention this YouTube. As you can see, the channel is new, it's brand new. Please, there are no followers there, so I want to be sure. Please, all of you that are watching, whether you're watching the replay or what have you, please quickly subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I even forgot to tell you to be sharing when when we started. No problem. Please tell other people when you go, share the link to them, tell them to go watch it. Go watch it. Especially people you think are struggling. It doesn't matter whether the person is earning little. Let the person come and watch it. It is important to know that there is hope. For that your 500 naira, with that your 500 naira, with that your 1,000 naira, with that your 20,000 naira, there is hope. Just for beautiful. Thank you so much. Please like um the session as well that we're doing and all of that. So for those of you who have not joined, ensure that you join the Money Mastery group. The phone number is there. You screenshot it and make sure that you do all of those things. So I need questions. But before we pick our winners, I need questions. Questions. What questions do you think I should address? What questions, financial questions, have been bothering you? What questions will you like me to address right now, and all of that? For those of you who are subscribed or will subscribe, then we'll see each other on the inside. But in the interim, I need questions for me to address. Just before we while waiting for those questions, one question that has been recurring, even though I've answered it severally, okay, I've answered it severally, is the question of people keep saying, my salary is not my take home pay. That's the way they put it. My take home pay is not even taking me home. Okay, my take home pay is not taking me home, and you're telling me to invest. Like how? Okay, very funny but very real. Okay, very funny but very real. So for that question, it is very valid. It's very valid. So, and the answer is simple. You have to take charge of where you want to be, and then there are some small sacrifices you may need to do right now to get to that place. But if you don't do them, then you continue like this forever, no change. Is that the kind of life you want? No. And like I've shown you already that you can start small. You can start from where you are. There are some investments that all you need to do is key in. Just start it within time. There's what we call what I showed you earlier, between 20, 25, 30, 20, 30, 40, 50. People investing at different ages. It's the compounding effect. What your money can do for you just because you started earlier to do something with it. So it's so important to do all of those things. Questions. Do you have information about annuities? Beautiful. Yes, annuities. Of course, I have information about annuities. It's still part of those that combo, that investment combo I was talking about, the treasury bills. In fact, one of the reasons why we're starting this community is starting next week. It will start before the end of next week. We want to start it before the month ends. The reason being that when we start it before the month ends, then by first week of next month, every first week of next month, one of the investments I want us to be keying in every month, for all of us who are on this call, every month that I want us to be keying in is to be putting in money in what we call the FGN bonds. An investment that is from the federal government of Nigeria. So this FGN bonds is simply savings and the government will be paying you interest quarterly, quarterly, quarterly. Absolutely. Thank you, Favor Chine. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, for putting my account details there again for people to see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so all of you, that's I've lost my train of thought again. Okay, so I want us to start this early so that we can take charge. We can begin to invest. We can hit the ground running, even while we're doing our financial assessment, okay, of where we are, where we want to be. We can immediately key in to some of those immediately key in some of the investments that are in place that we can do and all that. So with that said, if there are no other questions, so we'll look at the winner. So daughter of encourage, okay, Favor Chinaye, thank you so much. You're doing well. So in fact, I wanted, yes, I was talking about FGN bonds. Yes, we'll talk more about it. That is where, as soon as we start the community, this is one of the things we will tackle. Okay, this is one of the first investments we'll tackle, and you can invest with as little as 5,000 naira. So all you need to do is get 5,000 naira, and you'll be getting paid interest quarterly by the federal government, quarterly. And then at the end, and it lasts for 2 years. It's an investment for 2 years or 3 years, okay, depending on which one you choose. And that investment will, at the end of the 2 years or 3 years, you still get your money back. You still get your money back, even though after chopping interest for that period. Okay, so that's one of the first investments that I want us to key into, and we'll be doing that right away as soon as we start. As soon as we start the money mastery transformation this thing stuff, okay, training. As soon, that's one of the first thing we're going to, because this month, first week of June, it normally comes first, from the first week. That first week, within 5 days, it will be open and it will be closed. So people who don't know, what you don't know, you don't know. People who don't know will miss out. Meanwhile, people who know put in millions. There are people that don't do anything. Imagine having an FGN bond. In fact, you can be paid by the government every single month if you have structured your money in such a way that you have invested maybe in 4 quarters. That means every quarter, every month, something is dropping for you. There are people like that who don't do any work. You'll be seeing some people, they don't do any work. Their money is just working for them. Okay? The money that they have put into FGN bonds they'll be getting interest months in, months out. At the end of the 3 years, their money will still come back to them. Okay, there are safe investments all over the place. Stop keeping your money in the banks, in savings accounts. Stop. The only money that should be in your savings account should be the money for immediate emergencies. That is the only money you need in your savings account for immediate emergencies. But money, don't keep money there and say you grow it later. Stop. There are things to do with it. There are investments, safe investments, okay? Investments by the government. The government has never failed in those investments. Investment by regulated agencies, just as regulated as the banks are regulated. There are so many ways, for you to multiply your money. So that is those are the things that we should take note of. So thank you. So the winner of our investments will be Favor Chinaye. Thank you. Let me have some fire. Let me have some fire. Let me have some fire. Thank you for taking an extra step, sharing my for all the value you've been giving on the group. Thank you so much. Thank you. And daughter of encouragement, thank you. You're also one of the winners. You'll be winning one of the 2 gig data. Where are the others? Where are the others? Oh no. I hope they are still here. If you're still here, let me know. Let me know, because I have I have prizes for 3 persons for data. Juliet, okay, Juliet is taking another 2 gig data. Another 2 gig data. Thank you so much. One more to go. 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 Where are my winners? Where are my winners? If you're still here, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. If you're still here, let me see. Okay. If that means I'll go back with my 2 gig data. If Ismail is still here, Toivat, thank you. I'm so happy you're still here. Toivat, thank you. I'm so happy. So happy that you're still here. Thank you so much. So 2 gig data for each and every one of you. And then the investment account for Favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. So if there are no more questions, I think I have tried. Oh, I kept it within 1 hour. I'm so glad we're able to do this. So yeah, we'll be having more sessions like this, even for those who are still in the free group. For instance, the thank you to Favor Chinaya. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying to the end. I'm so, so glad. Okay. So I'll see all of you in the group. And then those of you who key in, let me know. Let's also chat in the group. If you're not in the group, it's not hard. Money masteries, the number is there. Let me see which slide had the number. Let me reproduce that slide. You can just take a screenshot. Yeah, I think this slide. Take a screenshot and then just send hi or money, and then you'll be added to the group. It's so, so straightforward. Very, very straightforward. Okay, so that's it. With that said, I think we've come to the end of this particular session, but we'll have more of it. For instance, the FGN bond, I will open it to every member of the group, because why they are there, for instance, most people have this postponing mentality. Okay, they say, I'll do it later. That's why I keep showing them. Yes, drop your numbers in the group. Thank you. That's why I keep showing them. I keep showing them the wonders of compounding. Your 1 minute delay is costing you. Your 1 minute delay is costing you. Okay, so I'll still open it for them to, but of course, I will not open all the trainings that will be done in the practical trainings. But in terms of people keying in to begin to take advantage of the FGN bonds, I'll be do a webinar. Hopefully, could be a Zoom call, whatever it could be, whatever, but we'll do it. Thank you so much, Toyi. But I'm so glad to see you. I'm so, so glad. We started little by little, like play from LinkedIn, and here we are. Thank you so much. It's an opportunity to serve. I'm really glad. And with that said, in exactly 1 hour, we have come to the end of this session. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for attending. I am so, so grateful. Thank you so much. Please tell others. Share the link to them. Tell them to come and watch and come and hear what you say, what you heard. Maybe God willing, they will be reset. Their heads, just they shouldn't wait for something to happen to them, like it happened to me, for me to begin to put my knowledge to use. Thank you so much, and do have a wonderful day. Bye bye.